Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the total lunar eclipse energy reading for Tuesday. And so I'm so glad that I had the energy and the time to do this for all of you today. So we're going to talk about this very powerful full moon, because it's not a regular full moon. It's like a full moon on steroids. It is a total lunar eclipse, and so this is particularly powerful in the energies. And so it is this energy of Scorpio versus Taurus, and I am like the master of Scorpio versus Taurus energy. I know all about the Scorpio energy, and so this lunar eclipse is lasting about 86 minutes, which is well above the average for a total lunar eclipse. And so this is the longest total lunar eclipse until the year 2029. And so we have a lot of potent energy and planetary influence playing out today. And usually eclipse energy plays out over the course of the next 6 months. And so this full moon has all kinds of aspects. We have Mercury opposing Uranus, which is aligning so closely with the sun opposite the moon energy. So it's adding extra intensity to the energies today. And so you might find yourself feeling extra anxious, erratic. The energy is very much unpredictable. It is at exactly 16 degrees, and 16 for me is a big time tower, right? And so a shift in beliefs, a shift in our consciousness. This could be inner or outer tower energy. Usually when we go through an internal shift, it is going to be reflected in our external reality. And so we also have a T-square with Saturn taking place in the energies. And so you might find it really hard to maintain a level of order and stability in your personal life. And so with Mercury opposite Uranus and the T-squares, I think get ready for mistakes to be made, mistakes to be highlighted. And I just feel a lot of upheaval when it comes to financial status as well, because there's a lot of currency energy kind of coming through. And so financial markets might be unpredictable, could be erratic big swings within financial stability structures. And so there could be a lot of downside energy coming in. A tower usually comes in to rip apart anything in your life that was built on shaky ground. And so big, unpredictable swings of energy. And so the energy might be feeling a little bit unreliable. You might be dealing with a business partner that's unreliable, or a romantic partnership that's unreliable. It's this energy of things just kind of crumbling and falling through. And so a lot of interruptions, a lot of restrictions. There could even be major job losses, bankruptcies, foreclosures. I do feel we're entering into this huge global recession as well. And so Mercury rules thinking. Mercury is also in Scorpio. So I feel a lot of chaotic changes and unexpected shifts when it comes to our consciousness, the way that we think. I do feel the energy is feeling very scary, as many are very much uncertain about the future. And so I did also want to mention, I'm from Canada, but it is election day in the United States. And so there could be all kinds of changes when it comes to the government in the United States as well. And so I feel a lot of negative thinking could very well spiral into some deep, dark depression. So you're really going to want to be mindful. And so this full moon is influenced by that preceding new moon eclipse. And so wherever you've had uncertainty in your life, wherever you've been feeling very dissatisfied, especially when it comes to love and money, all of this is being highlighted when it comes to making some very, very important decisions. And so for the next 6 months, we're going to be phasing out everything that's no longer in alignment with our true karmic pathway this lifetime. And so until about April of next spring, we're going to be feeling this energy. And so I just want to say intense really is a big time understatement of the energies. And so it is this energy of Taurus versus Scorpio. And so get ready for some unexpected shakeups, or possibly even some unexpected developments. And so this is like a north node eclipse. The new moon eclipse was a south node eclipse energy, and so north node eclipses are here to shake us to the core. So I do want to say this really is deeply affecting the Taurus North Node collective. And I also feel anybody with a Scorpio North Node is also going to be affected with these energy shifts. And so get ready to open yourself up to some new possibilities, some new cosmic realities. So whatever is happening, it is happening for the sake of your growth, the sake of your personal and spiritual development. And so this really is the energy of no more surface level relationships, I feel. And all of this shadow energy is going to be mirrored back to us when it comes to these karmic cycles. And so get ready for this intense culmination as well. This could be manifestation of windfalls. It's all going to depend on what's kind of happening in your own life. And so things are going to happen very suddenly. And if you feel like you have no say, you likely don't. You're going to feel like you have no say in the process of whatever is playing out, because this is like divine destiny kind of playing out in the energies. And so this full moon, I feel the cosmic divine goal of this eclipse energy is to integrate the polarity of Taurus and Scorpio. And so since the moon is in Taurus, the sun in the opposite sign of Scorpio, we're talking about this Taurus-Scorpio axis. And so this really is going to highlight instability, right? And I do want to say Taurus and Scorpio are the most fixed signs in the zodiac. Taurus and Scorpio are very stable and loyal astrology signs. And so many with those placements will go to great lengths to preserve a status quo that they've built. And the status quo isn't always what is meant for us, right? And so it's this energy of breaking apart the Taurus and Scorpio energy. And so when we need to break apart a karmic connection linked to the Taurus Scorpio energy, it's like the cosmic forces have to come in with this magnitude of force, kind of similar to an earthquake, to break apart any karmic Taurus Scorpio soul bonds, karmic soul ties. And so Uranus, the alignment with Uranus, is trying the impossible when it comes to breaking these karmic chains. And so we all know how hard it is to break free from a karmic soul tie. And so I do feel in order to create forward momentum, this earthquake energy is pushing many of us out of our comfort zone. And I feel the bull is getting tested, right? When Taurus reaches that limit, let me tell you, I am a very patient, forgiving, loving sign, but if you make that bull rage, you better frickin' run. And so Taurus, I feel, when the bull comes out, is the most feared unknown energy of the zodiac. And so I wouldn't want to go head-to-head with a Taurus, and I've gone head-to-head with a Taurus. I was in a karmic relationship with a Taurus man back in about 2016, and let me tell you, did that ever end in an explosive, volatile ending. And so it's this opposing energy coming through, and so we can't keep clinging, right? The Scorpio energy wants to cling to these old mental models, which Mercury is conjunct the South Node, both energies in Scorpio. And so although these old paradigms have defined us, they haven't really served us very well, right? And so we got to break free from these South Node past life patterns. And so Uranus and North Node working together, we don't want to keep living in the past. It's time to be future oriented. And so it's kind of time to move on, is what I want to say. And it really is time to create these new earth realities. And so Taurus is like this self-autonomy energy. And so what we build is a result of our efforts. And I tell you, you give me a task and I will follow it through to the bitter end. Taurus is Empress energy, and I look at everything that I've built in my life. You know, as a single mother, I've been a single mother for 10 years. I've never once received a dime of child support from my oldest daughter. I do receive child support from my little one, but I don't really have a support system. And so everything I've built in my life has been a result of my tenacious Taurus efforts. And so Scorpio on the other side of the axis, it's this energy of what do you share with other people? How do you influence other people? Or the affairs of other people influence you? And so Scorpio is all about a power dynamic. Scorpio wants to have power over another. Or maybe you're dealing with somebody who wants to have power over you. We can't control another person. The only thing we have control over is our own emotions, our own reality. And so it can be so comfortable to live in that safe space of scorpionic energy, that South Node energy. It's the energy of always wanting to play that trump card, always wanting to play somebody in order to come out the winner. And so we can't keep blaming others for what goes wrong in our life, right? There has to come a time when even the most complex scorpionic energy and mind games have to become a little bit boring and predictable, right? And so that's the energy of the Scorpio South Node, is wanting to, you know, play into these power struggles. This is also going to be linked to any dragon's head and tail energy in the Placida side of the chart. So if you have a second house in Taurus and an 8th house in Scorpio, you're going through a karmic activation or a reverse activation if you have your second house in Scorpio, your 8th house in Taurus. I'm so relieved I have no Taurus Scorpio energy in my Placida side. So it's this energy of we always have a choice. We can keep continuing to overcomplicate our lives by playing into these power struggles, or we can choose to keep things simple. Taurus likes to live a simple life. Yes, we enjoy the finer things, but Taurus likes a simple, homey feeling for their life. And so get ready to note your resistance. Get ready to recognize any scorpionic tendencies that you've been struggling with. You got to release the buts and what's if, because the fact of the matter is all we have is the present moment. And so what I do want to say is some chains are unbreakable. It is time to break these chains, though. So with Taurus and Scorpio also forming a square with Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn is highlighting this very intense fixed T-square. I think of Aquarius energy, and I think it is the humanitarian sign of the zodiac. And so this is the release that we've been waiting for this great awakening. And so this is a huge manifestation point of all of this tension that's been created in these opposite signs to break free. And so the only way to resolve this karmic bondage with Taurus and Scorpio conflicting energies is let's throw Saturn in the mix with Aquarius. And so it's like Saturn is serving as the adult mediator in the room. And so it is a domicile sign. And so Saturn is bringing forward this level-headed understanding so we can see the bigger picture of what we have been resisting with these changes. And so it's really less about what's mine versus what's yours. Sometimes we kind of need to take a step back and zoom out from our karmic situation and do what an adult would do, right? And do what's best for society as a whole is kind of what I'm feeling. And so get ready to have something illuminated when it comes to anything shaky in your life. And so anything that was not built on truth, love, and stability, those foundations are absolutely crumbling to the ground. And so, but there's also the possibility of things staying, right? So some chains just don't break. Sometimes we need this cosmic slap of truth from the universe in order to see the obvious that we've been avoiding. And so Uranus is not this hot-headed, aggressive Mars energy. It's not this power-tripping Pluto energy. Uranus comes in to disrupt our life, not for nothing. It's not this rebel without a cause. Uranus brings in this higher state of truth. Uranus is in Taurus too. And so Uranus is asking us to acknowledge these truths, to stop living in a state of denial in order to remove all of these barriers, restrictions, and limitations that have been standing between you and your cosmic truth, whatever that might be for your own personal spiritual journey. And so we've had this Saturn-Uranus square playing out for the last 2 years. We've been working on breaking these karmic chains for the last several years. And so whatever you've been struggling with, even though you've likely been aware of these tensions, this is really going to stop us in our tracks. So any cracks in any relationship foundations, anything that you know deep down inside isn't working, but you've been afraid of change, this lunar eclipse is going to allow us to feel self-empowered again. And so Uranus is here to do the deed. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap is what I want to say. And so this is basically inevitable change that has been avoided up until now. And so get ready to acknowledge the complexities and the paradoxes in your life and to see things for exactly what they are. Take those rose-colored glasses off is what I want to say. We all can make the decision to change. Something fundamental in your life is needing to change when it comes to this Taurus-Scorpio axis. You can no longer stay where you are if it was not built on truth. And so this is the energy of no matter what, you're going to have to take responsibility for the choices that you have made. You're going to have to accept what is no longer working and make peace with it once and for all. And so I just want to say the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, this eclipse is going to be speaking directly to you. So you might want to pay attention where Leo and Aquarius also fall in your Placida side or the housing side of your chart. I'm a Leo North node, and so this eclipse energy is occurring so we can break this karmic bondage. And so we're basically playing out that Scorpio lunar eclipse energy or solar eclipse energy too. So this is a huge prompt and nudge from the universe to make those improvements, right? What areas in your natal chart or in your life have been causing you feelings of discontent and discomfort, because it's like this magnifying glass is going to illuminate that in the energies for sure over the coming days. And then over the next 6 months, these things will have to be released from your life. So because this is a past life activation, a karmic activation, I'm going to start off today by using the Past Life Lessons deck, Nurse and Dependency. So somebody here is a healer. I do feel coming up with Mars retrograde, it does signify the energies of war, ravaging negative effects on humankind. And then we get this codependency energy. So where have you been codependent? Where have you been too dependent on another for your happiness, your well-being, your financial security? Because the best way to align to your truth is to become self-reliant. And in order to do that, you do have to have healthy self-esteem. So we're going to see what energies need to come through with the Past Life Lesson deck first. And then we are going to jump in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck, and we're going to see what's going to be illuminated, and then we will jump in with the tarot today, guys. So past life lessons coming through, and the energies with this very intense eclipse energy. Get all the cards out, and then we're going to talk about them, guys. One more round. Secrets. There's going to be a lot of secrets revealed. Any secrets you've held deep inside, whether you're protecting your heart or something else, it is coming through very shockingly. And then we get somebody here has the aura of an angel. We do have a healer coming through, and so we could be dealing with somebody here that is childless, or, you know, has been struggling with perpetuating the family lineage. Somebody here, I feel, does not have children. I also feel this energy of stepping into your royal blood lineage. And so it is the energy of the crowning, activating the truth of who you really are. So there's a secret here. There is a secret here. You may or may not have children. That might not be a message for everybody. But I do feel when it comes to these karmic relationships, for my own personal journey, I know my divine counterpart is with a karmic that has no children. I also feel not being able to perpetuate a family lineage is due to some very hefty karmic abuses of past lives, which would be linked to karmic debt 14. And so I feel a very divine healing presence coming through as well. This could be your angelic team. Somebody here does have the aura of an angel, whose presence is very comforting and healing to others. And I do feel a karmic energy coming through that maybe has secretly been trying to control another. And I do feel somebody here has, you know, guarded their heart. They have not been willing to freely give to another. And when you don't freely give from your heart and share yourself with others without any expectations, then you cannot call in those healthy reciprocal relationships. Wow, huge tingles all over my face right now. And so we are here to give freely. We are here to give without any expectations. It's not the energy of, well, I did this for you and I did that for you. Well, no, if you did that for that person and you threw it in their face, you kind of did it for yourself, right? And so openness will always result in reciprocal healthy relationships. So I do feel a very unhealthy relationship here. There's secrets. It's kind of time to step into the air of the throne. So you might want to pay attention to music. I do feel a lot of telepathic messages coming through our angelic team through music. Music was a big thing for me too when I went through the beginning stages of my activation to open up some Akashic memories and to heal that heavy heart energy. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Look at that, energy cords are being severed. And get prepared for some massive upheaval in some way, shape, or form. There's going to be upheaval, especially if you are a Taurus or Scorpio North Node. You're going to need to go through a period of rest, healing your heart, your mind, and your body, because all of these negative karmic attachments need to be cleared. Unhealthy memories, unhealthy patterns, unhealthy people. If you want to go through this renewal, get ready to cut and release those toxic people out of your life, and that will likely lead to some kind of uncomfortable upheaval. So we're going to see what needs to come through with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck today. Live your purpose. Live your soul, not your role, is what they want me to say. And so we get practice unconditional love and live your soul's purpose. So we all, every single one of us, has a greater purpose in this lifetime that we are here to embrace. And a part of that purpose is to demonstrate love and compassion. And there is a triggering catalytic contract here as part of your journey to redirect you to your truth. I also feel a deep spiritual telepathic connection coming through where you can transmit each other's thoughts and emotions. And so we are closing out these karmic contracts. We are manifesting divine unions. And we are going through very intense, massive heart awakenings. And so in order to open up the heart, we have to feel this energy of love all within and around us. And so get ready to open up your heart. Where have you held on to bitterness, resentment? Where have you been revengeful and seeking to hurt another? Because we are here to fill our life with love, forgiveness, and compassion. And so there is a karmic catalyst event taking place that is absolutely intensifying and going to be very triggering. And so pay attention to the signs. The signs have been cautioning somebody here. The universe is constantly communicating to all of us through numbers, signs, and things. And when we understand the deeper meaning they hold for our lives, then we can follow the signs. I want to say follow the yellow brick road. So you're going to want to really be gentle with your physical body. I know many are feeling utterly depleted, very much just not able to do much. And so nourish your body, water, rest, nourish your mind, be mindful of the things that you are absorbing. Allow your soul to go through a period of sacred rest. And so only feed yourself stuff that nourishes this positive Taurus energy. How can you enrich your life in the most healthy way possible? There is definitely an unconditionally loving telepathic connection here. I'm feeling a divine union. And when you promote unconditional love to yourself, when you treat yourself with love and kindness, then you can call in all of these other healthy relationships. They don't always have to be romantic, right? So I think get ready to deal with criticism. Get ready to go deep into reflection of what you need to heal. When you are in the energy of judgment and criticizing another, that is a direct reflection of something inside of you that needs healing. When we point the finger at another, it is a direct reflection of something inside of us that needs to be dealt with. And so there is somebody here where you are connected to another in the spiritual realm, and this is part of your mission and your purpose. So I do feel these karmic relationship circumstances are intensifying. This must be addressed. There is a catalyst here, and this catalyst is part of your path. It is a very challenging relationship dynamic. A divine connection will not have challenges. There will always be challenges in relationships, but a karmic catalyst will be a very challenging dynamic filled with power struggles. This is a necessity as part of our awakening in order for us to refocus our energies and to shift our mindset out of this negative cycle into this positivity. And so get ready for someone or something to redirect you onto your true karmic path. And this is going to be very, very triggering. Can't sugarcoat that, right? There is a karmic situation here that will be putting somebody to the test when it comes to addressing these negative, toxic relationship patterns. You're going to have to look at yourself. You're going to have to look at another and get ready to bring up all of this negative behavior that must be corrected. So let's see what's going to be illuminated. There's definitely, though, a major heart awakening, and this is to trigger all of these South Node deep familial patterns. There's a lot of past life wounding coming up that keeps creating these negative impacts in our lifetime, and so we cannot change the pattern if we're not willing to go in and identify the pattern. So get ready for a huge release and healing to take place over the coming 6 months. So past life connection to trigger all of these self-worth issues, and let me tell you, a karmic connection will trigger every single self-worth issue that you have. They are there to get you to crumple up this old version of self. And we have many past life connections. Usually we reincarnate with the same soul circle over and over and over again, right? And so when we are in these toxic past life karmic soul ties, it will absolutely highlight all of our self-worth issues, all of our inadequacy issues. A true divine counterpart will allow you to grow. Maybe there's children in the mix here. A lot of us have children with these karmic connections in order to clear these ancestral patterns, right? And so let's see what else needs to come through with the Illumination Oracle deck, guys. What else does the universe have today? So there is somebody here that is struggling with addictions, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, food addictions, anything that's unhealthy. It could be a porn addiction, a gambling addiction. It's basically the devil card. So where do you have any addictions that have been holding you back? It could be a smoking addiction. You know, anything that's unhealthy. People get addicted to other people. And so there's that universe has a plan, and it's coming in to shake something up to the core. That's my Tower card. And so it's kind of time to take a break. Somebody here has been hiding a lot of hurt and regret from maybe some past decisions. I do feel a lot of guilt and shame is coming up in the energy. And somebody will be packing up and leaving from a karmic attachment. This could be somebody having to move homes. And so I do feel somebody's been waiting on somebody else to fix something that's been broken for quite some time. There can be a fresh start here, absolutely, but somebody's going to have to grow and expand beyond these addictive cycles. Many of us on the journey, we go through a lot of trauma. And when we face trauma in our lives, a lot of us mask the pain through addictions, right? We self-medicate, we mask, we hide, and so there's that Jupiter energy. It's time to expand beyond these addictive karmic cycles, and that might require moving. It might require packing up and moving. It might mean somebody's going to just pack up all your shit and throw it out the door. I'm not sure, but I feel somebody here has waited a long time for a divine counterpart to come forward and fix what's broken for a fresh start. And I feel somebody is also all done waiting. So let's jump in with the cards, guys. Let's jump in with the tarot and see what needs to come through. You want balance in your life? You're going to have to release this status quo foundation. This is total financial ruin. You're not going to be able to rebuild there. So there is a karmic rebalancing, a karmic blending. Get ready to reach a place of compromise. There's going to be a lot of diverse energy. Self-control, patience is going to be needed. And I feel somebody's losing all of their financial security. This could be a huge loss of wealth. Somebody's been playing into some pride and some ego, and I do feel it's going to cost them dearly. And that is one of the biggest lessons on the journey, is zeroing out the material world. Sometimes we have to lose it all in order to understand the material world really holds no value, right? We can always replace material things, but we cannot replace the people and the people that we love, right? Money is not everything. So let's do a 9-card spread, guys, and see what needs to come through. We got an ending here. Nothing stays the same. It's time to release these childhood patterns, this energy of lack. Somebody's been in a very, very depressing situation. There is this energy of guilt. I feel somebody's held on to a karmic relationship over romanticizing. I'm sure it was great in the beginning, but I don't think it's great anymore. And so this could also mean the return of somebody from the past. It's kind of time to heal these inner child wounds once and for all. And so get ready for a lot of trauma and wounds to come up. 8 of Wands reversed. King of Wands. 8 of Cups reversed. I feel a masculine here that very well could have blocked communication in the past. 8s are all about karma. The past coming back to bite somebody in the butt. 7 of Wands reversed. Dead central energy. We got a brand new karmic reset going on here. We got the Fool, Aries energy. 10 of Swords. There's been some betrayal for sure. There is definitely a karmic situation coming to an end. I think relief is around the corner. I do feel this is sad. There is going to be an opportunity for a fresh start and happiness, but somebody needs to get a weight off their shoulders when it comes to a past poor decision. And I feel a masculine's blocked communication, likely with somebody that was divinely destined for them. And they've been resisting walking away from something that really has not brought them any satisfaction. They've been resisting moving on from something. They're definitely not fulfilled in this situation. And I feel a King of Wands here choosing to make some big life changes because they've been in a hopeless situation. There's that 10 of Pentacles reverse. We could have a masculine here about to lose it all, because all they've been playing into is their pride and their ego. And so the Devil, Capricorn energy. We do have Aquarian energy coming through. But you know what? This is where this person stands up and does the right thing. The Emperor, a boss, a leader, a father. I do feel children have been negatively affected by somebody playing into their pride and their ego, addictions. And I feel an Emperor that wants to come in and heal a past misunderstanding. I think there's been great sadness, maybe for the last 3 years. Somebody's been unwilling to release a past life connection. It's kind of time to embrace personal growth, right? To face these challenges head on and to heal a misunderstanding. I also feel a masculine here that abandoned their person in their time of need. And so it's kind of time to accept these spiritual leadership positions, right? And I feel somebody was in a state of illusion, confusion, going through a period of disillusionment. Maybe this is a man that had a lot of choices or like to keep their choices or their options open. But I feel clarity is coming, releasing some addictions for sure. And there is going to be an unexpected departure, which could very well lead to an unexpected arrival. And so I do feel there's been blocked communication here. And I feel somebody was unwilling to stand up for what it is that they knew they should have. There is a lot of guilt and shame is what I'm feeling. It's feeling very heavy. And so there's going to be an unexpected event or shakeup in order to get somebody to take inspired action. with the King of Wands. And this could also mean somebody coming back that walked away from you in the past. And so somebody will be packing up and leaving a home life behind, or maybe they're going to get thrown out because it's kind of time to make these big, big changes. And so I also feel a masculine here that has lacked confidence, and they've been challenged a lot recently, but I feel blocks are being removed. They're all done playing into this power struggle. There is a fresh new start here, but you're going to have to trust in your intuition. You're going to have to push your fears aside, and you're going to have to take a leap of faith, and you're going to have to discuss a past betrayal of some sort. You can't just walk away and leave a pile of damage behind and think that the past isn't going to come back to haunt you. And so I feel somebody's been in a hopeless situation, and the universe is coming in to say, hey, money isn't everything. This was not heart-centered. This was not built on truth. And it's kind of time to get honest of, you know, this illusion. There's those chains being cut. And so Archangel Michael is cutting some karmic chains when it comes to an entrapped situation, because somebody is being told it is time to take responsibility for your past actions, for the situation that you have created, and it's time to make a decision that will support your pathway to happiness. And so all of these addictions and unhealthy habits are being addressed. And there is a masculine here that I feel is getting ready to heal a past misunderstanding. And I do feel this has likely been about 3 years in the making, because this masculine made a very unwise choice, did not have integrity, has not been accountable. They made an unwise choice. They had questionable motives. And they've been living in a state of denial for a very long time with the King of Swords reversed, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They did not use their intellect. They did not make a decision from the heart, and I feel somebody here has lost a lot of respect. And so there's not been clear communication. There's been blocked communication, and somebody has been very detached emotionally, and I feel they're losing their peace of mind. They're losing their personal freedom now because they were not honest, and that is going to lead now to a huge material loss. There is going to be an embarrassing secret revealed, but this will be a clean slate, a fresh start. And that's kind of what I see here. So let's take a deeper look at this King of Wands. There's only a masculine coming through. Secrets. He's held something secretly deep inside him. He's been protecting his heart. He's not been honest. And I do feel there's going to be development. This masculine very well could be losing his job. And that will require packing up and going in another direction. Somebody here is moving in a new direction. There will be relief. Peace is around the corner, but a relocation will be required. There is a masculine either getting kicked out or choosing to move out, but I feel with all of the 8s in reversed, 888 in reverse, somebody was unwilling to communicate, unwilling to invest in what was divinely ordained for them, unwilling to go back and correct their past mistakes, staying in a situation, pretending to be happy when really they've not been emotionally satisfied. And all of this is coming back around, and I do feel this very well could lead to a job loss, or maybe this masculine has secretly been hiding the fact that they've lost a job. But it's kind of time to move in a new direction. There was without a doubt a major injustice when it comes to a true soulmate union here. 2 visionary leaders, 2 people divinely ordained to be the trailblazers for these new earth energies. And we got a Queen of Wands that is brilliant and talented, was definitely treated unfairly, and I think she picked herself up from rock bottom. There's nothing that this Queen of Wands can't do, and she believed in herself. And I feel this soulmate of hers underestimated her abilities to pick herself up and to build the life of her dreams. And so now there's a need for balance. A past injustice is coming back up to be addressed, to be made right. And I feel whoever was not coming from a place of integrity is getting a major wake-up call. So let's see what this past betrayal was all about. 7 of Pentacles in reversed. Ace of Pentacles in reversed. Somebody was a stubborn ass mule. Definitely could be dealing with somebody with Pisces in their chart. Somebody was unwilling to go in and reflect. Somebody was unwilling to look at the mess that they made, and now they are awakening to see things in a whole new light. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that's that Eight of Pentacles energy, right? So I do feel a huge loss of fortune. Could be losing a home, losing a job, losing all financial security. This could be a bankruptcy, absolutely, because they did not invest. They went towards something and they stayed stuck in a situation that did not yield growth. There was not a good investment made here. There was really no positive planning for the future. And now somebody here is being tested. Wherever this person's been at, everything is coming to a dead stop. This could be an emotional outburst. There is absolutely no success in this person's life. And there's that wounded healer. Closing out a major cycle. Get prepared. Get prepared for secrets to be revealed when it comes to a past betrayal, because I do feel a masculine here that has been in a period of extended grieving, focusing on the negative. Nothing is turning out in their life the way that they had hoped and anticipated, and forgiveness of self is needed. And I think they're dealing with a bitch who is out for revenge. So there's like this judgment energy. I feel a Queen of Swords reverse that is fed up in a karmic situation, and this could be a divorce coming. This Queen of Swords in reverse is doing everything she can to create difficulties in this situation, and I do feel severing a connection because somebody's been playing into their pride and their ego. So let's take a look at the ego. I love this Devil card though, because the chains are being broken. Divine is kind of stepping in. Divine will is superseding, and so I think get ready for an apology to come forward. Somebody here owes another an apology. I think in the past they were a smiling liar and they have no balance in their life. And so somebody needs to bring forward an apology. I think somebody's getting ready to come out of a ghosting situation because they are struggling financially. And I feel they're getting a major wake-up call. I don't know that this means a reconciliation. I think somebody fears not being forgiven, but the universe is saying, you know exactly what it is that you need to do. It's time to head in that direction. This is part of your purpose, and in your heart of hearts, you know it's time to bring forward an apology. And I also feel there's going to be a major ending here. A major ending. So I think get ready for things to change very quickly. This third-party interference when it comes to these divine counterpart unions is all done. Canceled engagement for sure, because we got a masculine that's needing to boss up once and for all. So let's get a couple last messages here with the Crystal Stone deck to see what else needs to come through today. Very intense energies. Very, very intense. I was actually up, I think it was like at 3:30 this morning. I woke up bawling from a dream. I just was sobbing, and I don't remember the dream, but just the energy around me. So allow the energy to flow through you. Purge, release, be emotionally vulnerable. Do whatever it takes to hit that 0 point is what I want to say. And so we get the opal. Beautiful. I actually wore my opal ring. I got this ring at an expo several years ago. And it cost me a pretty penny, let me tell you. So opal, you might want to stay hydrated is another message. And so somebody knows it's time to get moving on their purpose, their mission. It's time to start this divine relationship cycle, because there's a project that the two of you have a mission together with. And so all of these energy blocks are being removed. Somebody is riding a roller coaster of emotions. And so there is a connection here that is anything but common. And I do feel somebody's blocked their heart. Something to do with the lower abdomen as well. So somebody was in a contract, very dissatisfying contract, I feel, that was likely rooted in lustful desires. And so bottom of the deck, we get Vanadinite. So I think get ready to break through all of these blocks. Somebody has lacked self-discipline, especially with addictive behaviors. And so it's really time to start living in the moment. It's really time to speak up, to put in the hard work, to make your life a living prayer. We're here to make art. We are here to be conscious co-creators with divine source energy. And so get ready to knock down whatever's been standing between you and your happy place, because it's time to upgrade these versions of self. And so an existential crisis in order to get somebody to kick a bad habit, a bad relationship, their bad mood, and all of this is casting a spotlight on somebody's weaknesses for sure. It's time to work on your weaknesses, right? It's time to put in the work on yourself. Be warned. You cannot keep wallowing out. You cannot keep a safe distance from somebody that you know that you hurt when you know it's time to make amends, is another message. And so somebody's spiritual path is being illuminated here. Somebody here, I feel, is embracing their occult spiritual path. Judgment Day, and I think things are going to be clearer than ever before. After the storm comes the rainbow. There is a storm-like burst of karmic energy coming through in order to illuminate somebody's path. It's time to stop chasing every shiny thing. It's time to explore the vastness of your human consciousness. And it's time to start chasing enlightenment, is what I feel. And so, could be dealing with a Sag, doesn't have to be. But we cannot keep hiding what's truly inside anymore. It's kind of time to bring this to the surface once and for all. So I think maybe it's time to start studying the esoterics. Maybe get your own deck and start pulling your own cards. Meditation will be a cushion to deal with the heaviness in these energies, but it's kind of time to light shit up is what I want to say. And that's what I got for today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.